Today we are going to be looking at more privacy and security settings in Windows 11. Let's take a look. First of all, open up the Windows Start menu and then search for Settings. Once this pops up, click on Settings. Then in the new window, click on Privacy and Security on the left-hand side. Here we'll be covering the different Windows permissions. First of all, select General. This will then give you a few options, such as let app show me personalized ads by using my advertising ID. I usually keep this setting off. Then we've got let websites show me locally relevant content by accessing my language list. That's fine to keep on. Let Windows improve start and search results by tracking app launches. That's fine. And then show me suggested content in the settings app. That's fine to keep enabled. Next up is speech. Here we have an option for online speech recognition. If you find that you use your voice for a lot of apps, then you can enable this, but if you don't tend to use the feature, then you can just keep this disabled. Now go back and select inking and typing personalization. Here we have an option to create a personal dictionary. This is currently enabled, and then below you can click the personal dictionary section. This will open up and show you all your words in your dictionary, and there's also a button to clear it if needed. Next, let's take a look at diagnostics and feedback. Here, a lot of settings are managed by my organization, but as you can see, it's currently sending the required data, but you'd also have an option to send optional diagnostics data. You could also enable the improve inking and typing. Currently, we have the tailored experiences setting disabled, but you could enable this if you manage the machine yourself. Then here we have an option to turn on the diagnostic data viewer. You can use about 1 gig of hard drive space, and you could enable this and then open the viewer to take a look. And then also below, you can delete your diagnostics data. And then below that, there's also a feedback frequency pop-up option. This is set to automatically currently. If you select the drop down, you then have further options for always, once a day, once a week, or never. Let's take a look at activity history. Here we'll have a few checkboxes. The first one is store my activity history on this device. This is already enabled, so we'll keep it like that. And then you can also send my activity history to Microsoft, which is entirely optional, but I've kept that disabled. And then at the bottom you can clear the history, and it should show the associated account as well. Now we'll look at the search permissions. The first option is the safe search settings. This will all vary on who's using the device, but this is currently set to moderate, but you can also set it to strict if required, or completely turn it off. Then we also have the cloud content search settings. This is useful as it will find apps that are linked to your account and will tailor the search results to this. You can choose to keep your search history stored on this device, and there's also a button to clear the device search history. Then at the bottom here, we can enable or disable show search highlights, which will show suggestions in the search box and in the search home area. And then the last menu will be searching Windows. The first option affects the indexing settings. This will respect the power settings when indexing. On a desktop device, I'll just keep this disabled, but on a laptop, this could be useful. You also have some options for Find My Files. You can keep this on Classic or enable the Enhanced mode, which will search your entire PC, but as this states below, it may affect your battery life and CPU consumption, which isn't too much of a big deal on a desktop, but maybe for a laptop. Below you can also exclude folders, so it has all the Windows folders by default, but you can add one of your choice if necessary. Now if we select advanced indexing options below, this will open up a new window. From here we can modify what's included in the index locations. You can also choose to rebuild the index by selecting the advanced button and then selecting on rebuild. This may take some time, so you have to leave it running in the background, and it can slow down the machine and will obviously affect search results while it is running. And that's it. If you like this video and want to see more, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. See you in the next one.